Hello, my dear student. I warmly welcome you to our class. And today we are going to read poems Whose Mistress by Mr. Andrew Marvell. So, as you know from the life of Andrew Marvell, that he was not only a great poet but also a politician, and he represented Hull, that is his own area, as a member of parliament. So his life was very much influenced by two great writers. One is Mr. John Donne, and he was influenced by John Donne to write the metaphysical poetry. And also he was indebted to Mr. Milton, and from Milton he had the idea, he had the interest to read about the classics from Greek and Roman era. So the point is today we are going to discuss is to his mistress, one of the most celebrated one from Mr. Andrew Marvell. So let's begin with the title. So here the narrator, in the poem, as we know in the poem, you cannot say it is the poet directly. So we can say that it is the narrator. So the narrator is saying, or he is referring to someone to some lady. She is called. So there could be several meanings of koi. Koi means shy. Koi could mean also reluctant, and koi could also mean indifference. So indifference, we sometimes misunderstand the word indifference. Indifference means unwilling. So he is addressing to a lady who is coy, that is shy, who is reluctant, and who is unwilling. So at the very outset of the poem, from the title, we can apprehend that she is going to approach someone who is not very willing to accept his offer. What kind of offer? Let's see. So the poem, uh, we only think that in geography or in science they have pattern, but in poems you also have pattern. Like in this poem, we'll see the pattern is like had or if. The first few lines will talk about if or had. Then we will have the pattern like he is coming to a realization, but that you are in a order dream, but it is not possible. Then now, if, but, now. So if it was like that, but it is not possible, now what is to do? What we need to do? That kind of pattern the poet followed here in this poem to his poem mistress. So let's begin with the first line. Had we but world enough and time. So if had is something that is used as if today. So had we but want enough and time. So if we had enough time and space in this world, had we if we had enough time and space in this world, that is, if we were immortal, that yes, we have birth, but we don't have decay or death. We don't have any kind of destruction. That is, we will have enough time. We will be born in this world, but there is no death, no decay. So we will have enough time because we know that we have a average life expectancy, that after a certain period of time we will die, we will perish from this beautiful world to another world, to the eternal world. And so we don't have having enough time that if we are born for a immortal time or to immortality, and all enough that if we could go anywhere of the world, so any space of the world, this coyness lady where no crime. So the outset, at the very outset of the poem, the message is very clear that your coin is your coin. You are not saying yes or no. So you are very coy, and this is a kind of crime. To kill someone's time. Crime is not always to hurt someone, to kill someone, or to uh, abduct someone. It is a kind of crime, and also that is visible crime, and some are invisible crime. Suppose you give what to a person that yes, I'll come with this within this time, and if you are not able to make it, then it is a kind of crime you are making. That is a psychological crime, that is called the psychological kind of crime. So here, if we had enough time in this world, you are saying nothing. You are not saying yes or no. If you say no, then I can approach to someone. But you are not saying anything. That means you are killing. What you are killing? You are killing my time. So wasting is the word used generally, but killing my time is to say my time is precious. So you are killing my time. So killing something is a crime, and you are doing that crime. That is, you are killing my time. You are wasting my time. So you are doing a kind of crime. So if we had enough time in this world, what we can do, we could sit down and think which way to walk. So if we had enough time, just relax. There is nothing to worry about what will happen. We will die. So we could sit anywhere. We could sit anywhere in this art and think which way to walk, and we could decide, because in your life of partnership, when you are in love, then you have a very short time or stabilized time, that yes, for 3 hours or 4 hours we are outside, and we have to go to that certain place. We have this certain amount of time, and that kind of attitude is there. But if you are not bounded by time, if you are not afraid by the time, then you can lazily sit down. You can think which way to walk. That what is the best place to have a walk together and pass our long loves day. So pass our long loves day, because days will be longer than usual, because you don't have any fear of day, any fear of decay. So every day is the long loves day. So what is long loves day? So yes, to the lovers, one day in the whole year is a long love's day. You know that day that is called. Uh, I hope all of my students, you are mature enough and you are over 18. You are having your graduation here, so you know what is long love's day. That means the 14th February. That is called Valentine Day, that is named after Saint Valentine, and Saint Valentine was executed for love in the jail in Italy, and the day of his execution, 14 February, is regarded as Valentine Day. So Valentine Day is regarded a long love day, because in Valentine Day, uh, the lovers, they plan for the whole day. There is a long love day for them. So because if you want to meet with your partner in a day, then you plan for, okay, we'll have a meeting on that place in the afternoon or in the morning. But in the Valentine's Day, why it is long love day? Because in that day, uh, the lovers, they plan to have a long day of meeting they want to have a long days, a day of togetherness. So if we had enough time and we don't have any fear of destruction, then every day would have been a Valentine's Day. That means every day would have been a long love's day. We can plan, because it's Valentine's Day, that is the long love day. We plan where we can go, where we can see, where we can take our food. So every day could be like that. Every day could be that much enjoyable to us. Thou, by the Indian Ganges side, shouldest rubies find. So yes, if we had enough time, you can go to Indian Ganga. So Ganga is a holy river in India. That is when it entered the area of Bangladesh, it is named as Padma River, or in very easy Bangla, we call Podda. So Ganga is a very sacred river for the people of Hindu community. But here we can appreciate the poet, and we can also criticize him, because uh, in Indian Ganga, you will not have ruby. Ruby is a precious ornament. It is a precious stone, rather, that is used in the rings in the rings that the ladies wear. So you see, yes, if we have if we had enough time in the world, then we can go to you can go to Ganga and you can find ruby. So we can appreciate the geographical idea of Mr. Andrew Marvel, because that was the time of geographical exploration, and it was just after the Renaissance in England. So people were very much knowledgeable. They were enlightened by science. They were enlightened by the geographical exploration. So he knew that there is a river, sacred river in India, that is named as Ganga River. But one thing he lacked in his knowledge, that in Ganga you will not find ruby. In Ganga River you will not find ruby. Ganga is a sacred river. It is a very vast river then. Now it is so polluted, but in that time it was so clean, clear, and people used to do Ganga snan and everything. But was not there. The ruby was in the Indian Ocean. So we can appreciate the knowledge of the writer, and at the same time we can criticize that Mr. Marvel, you know the half truth. You don't know the absolute truth. You don't know the full truth. That is, you don't find rupees in the Ganga, man. You can find it in the Indian Ocean. You see, if you have enough time, you can go to Ganga. You can go to the Ganga River and search for the precious stone, because uh, it is regardless of country, regardless of time, regardless of caste and creed, every woman in this world, they love the precious jewelry or stones. You cannot deny that. Even if you are a woman, you can say that I'm not that much attractive, but you cannot deny the fact that every woman, they are genetically a lover of jewelry or stone. That is, they want to beautify themselves with this jewelry. So he's saying that if you had enough time, you can go to India's Ganga side and you can try to search out for the ruby, that is precious stone. I, by the tide of I, by the tide of Humber, would complain. So you see the difference. That the difference is very much visible here. So the lady whom he is proposing, probably from a very aristocratic birth. That's why she can go to India And in that time, there was a tendency of people to explore different area of the world, and East India Company was formed, and people came to India for business, and also after a few years, they took they captured the Indian subcontinent. So you see, as a lady from royal birth, you can go to India, but I don't have that capacity right now. I can only go to Humber. So Humber is a river that is very much associated with the life, with the personal life of Mr. Andrew Marble. Why? Because in the early age, when he was born in Hull, uh, he was Hull city was on the bank of river Humber, and he used to see that from his very early childhood. So here you can compare the life and uh, compare the mental or psychological stance of Mr. Michael Madhusudan Datta from our Bengali literature. So in Bengali, you know about Michael Madhusudan Datta that he went to France for better name and fame, but he failed to do that. But when he was living in Versailles city, and sitting there and thinking about not only the Versailles River, not about the Versailles River, he was thinking about the Kapotakshanot, Shatotovenot, Monopore, like that. So river or your childhood memories is very much strong. The childhood nature is portrayed not only in your heart but also your head, like it is ever fresh. So there is one point about Humber. Another point is very personal. You know, the father of Mr. Andrew Marvell, who was a very famous clergy man, and he died when crossing. He was drowned actually when crossing the river Humber. So Humber is very much associated with the life of Mr. Andrew Marvell. So when you'll not say yes or no what I can do. I cannot scold you. I cannot say these coins, these are willingness to anyone, but I can go um, and sit on the bank of the river Humber, and I can complain to the tide of the Humber that that lady is not saying yes or no. That lady is wasting my time. So I'll go there and I'll complain against you. So you see the difference. One lady is going to um, find out or search out for rubies in the Ganga River in India, coming all along from England, and another lady, another man who is sitting here, he can only complain. I cannot do nothing but complain to Humber River like that, very much submissive to the situation that I cannot do anything. So the next line is like, I would love you 10 years before the flood. So once again, we have a, a reference from Bible, and he was talking about the flood that is not the normal flood. I would so the point is, if I had enough time, if I had enough time, uh, like you can think, we were born at the very beginning of the world, and we'll die at the last day of the world. So we will enjoy the pleasure of the whole time frame of the world, that we are born immortal. Only in the doomsday we will die, and there is no decay in between that. We will remain the same. So if we were like that, I would start loving you 10 years before the flood. So it is the flood that happened in 20, 2300 BC, during the time of the prophet Noah, Nuh Nabi, যাকে আমরা বাংলায় বলি আর কি. So it was the time of prophet Noah, and you know about Noah's ark, that Noah told everyone that because of something mysterious is coming, some flood is coming, because this area is polluted, this area is full of bad things. It is filled with the bad elements, so there will be a devastation, and this area will be destroyed by the flood. So I am making a ark, that is a big boat, and you can go there. You can take a place in the boat, and you can save yourself. So he is saying that he is giving that is the poet is giving a reference from the Bible, that yes, I could start loving you 10 years before the flood. That is that is I would start loving you from 2290 BC, if I was born in that time, till the and you should, if you please, refuse till the conversion of the Jews. And you could refuse me till the conversion of the Jews. Another reference from the Bible. That is to say that according to Bible, before the doomsday, that is the day of last judgment, all the Christian of the all the Jews of the world will be converted to Christianity. So there will be no Jews. So yes, I could start proposing you, loving you from the very beginning of the world, just like when Noah's Ark was built, and you could refuse me until the last day of the world. If we had enough time in the world, no problem with that. So you see, in the first few lines, the poet is giving emphasis again and again that if we had enough time in this world, we can do many things. As we don't have enough time, what we need to do? So, if we had enough time, every day could be a long love's day. Every day could have been a day to cherish, to remember. You are a wealthy person. You can go to Ganga River to search out for rubies, and I am a very mediocre type of person. What can I do? I can go to the Humber River, and I can only complain about your coyness, about your unwillingness, and you are not giving me a space, or you are not saying yes or no. I can only do that. And also, he is giving an allegorical representation from Bible, that if I had enough time, I can, I would like to start loving you, proposing you before the flood. That is the flood during the time of Noah, Prophet Noah, and you can just can refuse me till the last day of the world. That is the conversion of the Jews. So there was all about the first few portion of this poem stress. It is a long poem. It will take time to explain or read you out all the poem. So that's all for today. See you in the next class. So we'll begin from the um, uh, next line, that is the till the conversion of the Jews from in the next class.